NBC's Tom Costello is behind us here on Capitol Hill again tonight. Tom, do we have a deal?
So far, no, Brian. Many House Republicans don't like this at all. They don't want to spend $700 billion to buy up bad mortgages. The House Republican leader says he's not on board. But other congressional leaders, Republicans and Democrats, spent the day hammering out the details today. And they call what happened at the White House earlier this evening political theater. Detouring from the campaign trail, Senators McCain and Obama arrived in Washington this afternoon to meet with President Bush and congressional leaders negotiating the biggest government bailout since the Great Depression.
And this meeting is an attempt to move the process forward.
But earlier in the afternoon, Democrats and Republican leaders of both houses emerged from closed-door meetings.
We've reached a fundamental agreement on a set of principles
To say they'd already resolved key issues without McCain or Obama, including congressional oversight of the bailout plan, limits on compensation for executives at bailed-out companies, and for taxpayers an ownership stake in those bailed-out companies. Democrats have dropped a demand that bankruptcy judges be allowed to rewrite mortgages.
I now expect we will indeed have a plan that can pass the House, pass the Senate, be signed by the President, and bring a sense of certainty to this crisis.
But Republicans have trouble in the House, where many conservatives remain ideologically opposed to a government bailout and have not agreed to any plan.
The plan, a $700 billion bailout, would be given to the very people who are responsible for this financial mess. Wall Street money grabbers.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today said once the Wall Street bailout is approved, Democrats want a bailout for Main Street.
We intend to proceed with a very lean but important stimulus package.
New spending on infrastructure and food stamps, something the White House today opposed. Today's events occurring just 40 days before the election and one day before a presidential debate set for tomorrow that McCain wanted delayed. Democrats today suggested McCain wants to appear as if he's riding to the rescue in Washington, where they insist they don't need his help.
There really isn't that much of a deadlock to break, but I'm always glad to get to go to the White House.